Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation on AI governance. Today's focus is on understanding how we can effectively manage and oversee artificial intelligence. We'll explore what AI governance entails, why it's important, and some key principles to keep in mind. So, let's get started and dive into this fascinating topic. AI governance is essentially a set of policies, processes, and best practices that organizations put in place. Its main goal is to make sure that AI systems are developed, used, and managed responsibly. When we talk about responsible use, we mean that AI should be aligned with ethical standards, legal requirements, and societal values. At the same time, governance helps organizations scale their AI initiatives effectively, ensuring they can grow without losing control or oversight. This is crucial because, as AI becomes more integrated into our operations, the risks, such as bias, privacy issues, or unintended consequences, also increase. Proper governance helps maximize the benefits of AI, like efficiency, innovation, and competitive advantage, while also mitigating those risks. Overall, strong AI governance is a foundational element for building trust in AI systems and ensuring they serve the organization and society positively. It connects directly to our broader theme of responsible AI development and deployment, emphasizing that technology must be managed carefully to achieve sustainable, long-term success. Let's take a closer look at security guardrails. These are essential for ensuring our project stays compliant with laws and regulations, while also safeguarding private data and human rights. The key tools we use here include secure data retrieval, data masking, and zero data retention. Secure data retrieval is about making sure that the project only accesses data that the user is authorized to see. For example, if someone without access to financial records triggers the AI, it shouldn't retrieve any financial data. Data masking is another important guardrail. It involves replacing sensitive information with placeholder data before sharing it with external models. This way, sensitive details are protected from potential leaks. And then we have zero data retention policies enforced by model providers. This means that once the task is done, the data used for that task is immediately discarded, so there's no lingering information that could be misused later. Overall, these guardrails form 3 layers of protection, making sure our AI systems are not only effective, but also ethical and secure, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of responsible AI deployment. Now, let's talk about the technical guardrails. These are essential for protecting your project from malicious attacks like prompt injection or jailbreaking, which are methods hackers might use to force the model to reveal sensitive information. Cyber attacks like these can lead to the model generating false or even harmful responses, so having these guardrails in place helps prevent that. On the other hand, we have ethical guardrails. These are just as important because they ensure your project stays aligned with human values. This involves screening for toxicity and bias. Toxicity, for example, is when an AI produces hateful, abusive, or obscene content, what we call HAP. Bias, meanwhile, is when the AI reflects harmful stereotypes, such as racial or gender stereotypes, which can be disastrous. Since AI learns from data, if that data contains toxic language or stereotypes, the model might start reproducing those unwanted ideas. That's why toxicity detection is so important. It helps identify responses that might contain harmful language so you can review and adjust accordingly. And remember, there are 3 main types of AI guardrails that work together to keep your project safe and aligned with your values, creating a balanced and responsible AI system. Process mapping is all about creating a visual representation of the steps involved in a business process. It helps us see exactly how a process is carried out from start to finish. Usually, we use diagrams like flow charts or swim lanes to make these steps clear and easy to follow. These visuals show the sequence of activities, so we understand what happens first and what follows next. In addition, key pieces of information are included in the map. For example, we indicate when each step begins and ends, which is crucial for understanding the flow. We also note the inputs and data needed at each stage, so we see what resources or information are required to move forward. Overall, process mapping is a powerful tool for visualizing workflows. It connects to our bigger goal of improving efficiency and clarity in our processes. By mapping out each step clearly, we can identify bottlenecks, redundancies, or areas for improvement. It's a foundational step in process analysis and optimization that fits right into our theme of enhancing organizational performance. When we talk about unintended consequences, what we mean is that the autonomous actions of AI agents can sometimes lead to outcomes we didn't expect or want. These can include generating biased or offensive content, making decisions that are simply incorrect, or interacting with users in ways that don't align with Salesforce's ethical guidelines. Often, these issues arise because of the complex interactions between the AI's programming and the patterns it has learned. This can result in actions that we didn't anticipate or desire, which can erode trust and raise safety concerns. Moving on to security and privacy, these are absolutely critical, especially since AI agents often handle sensitive data. If we don't incorporate proper security measures during design, there's a real risk of accidentally leaking confidential information. This not only jeopardizes user trust, but can also have serious legal implications. Finally, ethical and legal considerations are fundamental. AI agents need to follow policies and comply with applicable laws. Ensuring they act ethically and within legal boundaries is essential to avoid legal issues and maintain the trust of our users. So, as we develop and deploy these AI agents, understanding these key risks helps us build safer, more trustworthy systems that align with our values and responsibilities. As agents become more autonomous, it becomes increasingly challenging for humans to maintain proper oversight. This loss of control can lead to errors, ethical breaches, and even harm to users or the platform's reputation. It's a critical point to consider as we develop these systems. Another key concern is automation bias. Users tend to overtrust AI outputs, assuming they are always accurate and reliable. When we add retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG, to the mix, it can actually amplify this bias. RAG makes AI outputs appear highly authoritative and credible, even when they are wrong. This over-reliance can easily lead to mistakes or misinformation. We also have to be aware of increased user misuse. As more people interact with generative AI, the potential for misuse grows. Some users might exploit these tools for harmful purposes or simply misunderstand how to use them properly. This can result in generating inappropriate content or even violating privacy boundaries. Overall, these risks highlight the importance of responsible development and usage of AI systems. We need to balance innovation with safeguards to prevent these key issues from escalating. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I really appreciate the opportunity to share these insights with you. As we've discussed, understanding these key concepts is crucial for our ongoing success and growth. I hope you found the information helpful and inspiring to take action. Remember, the ideas we explored today are all about driving positive change and making a real impact. If you have any questions or want to discuss further, please don't hesitate to reach out. Once again, thank you for being such an engaged audience. I look forward to our continued collaboration.